Hello and welcome to Gina Moon. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and tune into your current energies to see what messages Spirit has here for you during this given time. Before we jump in, just know that this reading is sponsored by Psychic Source, and I'll tell you all about the amazing offer they have for you at the end of the reading. If you would like to watch the link to the extended, you can find the link to the extended down in the description box below. That's where we dive deeper into this entire reading, the entire situation. We go into the other person's energies, we clarify each position, and that's basically where all the details come through. You can also find a link to the extended down in the first comment that I've pinned down below as well. If you would like to book a personal reading, I've opened up my calendar, and you can find the link to my personal readings down in the description box below, as well as in the first comment pinned down below, right below the extended. Without further ado, let's jump right into your reading. Quick reminder, the energies are still intense. They're staying intense and getting even more intense, okay, as we end the month. And I've been telling you guys there's a lot of timelines that are switching, karmic cycles closing, destined new doors opening up. And so these are big turning points, not just for you, but for the entire collective. Let's tune in and see what your dominant energy is. And you are starting with the dominant energy of the wow. Okay, that's looking very good. It's looking very good. Now, I see that you've been through quite a journey recently. And for sure, for you, there's a new chance. There's a new beginning heading towards you. For some of you guys, you're standing right in front of that new door. But right now, this is about making a decision, because this new doorway, this new path, starting from zero, starting from scratch, a new opportunity, this can be related to any area of your life. Of course, for a lot of you, it will be love, because that's just what comes up the most in these readings. But it can be career, family, finances, friends, love, your health, your personal life, projects you're working on, planning on, working on, whatever. You take the reading how it resonates for you. And remember that you can reverse the roles, okay? But I will still read the energies how I see them fit. I see that you are standing here. It says here, brand new beginning. This is the energy of a brand new beginning. There's a door right behind her. A wooden door. And all she's got with her is what looks like a little stick. A bag. A little purse around her shoulder. She's not carrying much. She's not taking any luggage with her, no backpack. Nothing heavy. And so this is an opportunity for you to decide, in this new doorway, this new opportunity, are you going to bring the past into it? Right? Are you going to drag the luggage of the past memories? Or are you willing to go into it with this kind of brand new perspective, in a sense, beginner's mindset? Because a lot of times what traps people in cycles is the fact that they feel that they know it all. They can handle it all. And they don't really see the new beginning for what it is. And some other people, they take the baggage with them of the past, right? The old wounds, etc., etc. So this is something here for you to really contemplate, because this is a new doorway. But what you become when you enter it is up to you. Excuse the noise, an airplane. Some of you guys may be thinking of travel, moving. We will see. But let's put that on the side. You're starting from scratch, from zero. This is very unpredictable energy, I will say, because it's zero, right? It's not really giving you anything. Anything goes. Anything can happen. But it is coming in, making sure that you know that you can definitely start from zero, right? Without the baggage, without anything negative. Just taking with you the essentials. The essentials. Let's see what that's all about. New beginning. As I shuffle these energies that have been very intense, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And also hit that notification bell. Make sure that when you hit the notification bell, I've gotten a lot of you tell me that you don't get notified, and that's because the little bell has to turn black. If it doesn't turn black, you will not get notified, and make sure that the check mark is in all. Okay, and of course, if you do enjoy the readings, make sure that you give the video a thumbs up, because when you like the video, you give it a thumbs up, you really help support me and you help support the channel. It's a self-sustaining channel, so thank you all so much for your comments, subscribes, likes, all that good stuff. All right, let's tune in. Ooh. Okay. You could be dealing with, let's see, the sign of any of the fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I see Pisces energy, Gemini coming through the reading. Okay, we'll see what else. Scorpio as well, but wow, look at this. It's aligning so beautifully for you. Right now, you are headed towards an ending, right? For some of you, you're ending something. Others of you have recently ended something, right? It could be in any area of your life. You take the reading how it resonates. But this is an ending. This is also transformation, because some kind of an ending here is leading to a potential transformation. Again, the potential energy is still there, because even though it is a new beginning, it's up to you whether you see it as a new beginning or you bring and you drag in all the luggage from the past, right? All your old clothes that you're probably not even going to wear in this new journey, because in this new journey, there's probably going to be brand new clothes, brand new styles, you know, brand new people. So we'll see how this is playing a role, but I do see that this ending is what's leading you towards this new beginning. But this also comes with change and transformation. Are you willing to change aspects of yourself? Are you willing to leave behind, right, things that don't serve you in order to really take a leap of faith into a new beginning? Because this is a little bit similar, like taking a leap of faith without really knowing what's ahead of you, right? Without really knowing if you will need any of the things that you might be thinking of leaving behind in that luggage. So let's tune in. I see that for you, the challenge is releasing a very painful ending. I mean, this is very deep energy that you're starting off the reading with. And I see that it hasn't been easy, right? For some of you, you feel like you were betrayed, you feel backstabbed, you feel like you found something out and you were like, how could they? How could they deceive me, right? For others, it doesn't have to be that, you know, that twisted. It could just simply be, you know, an ending that, yeah, I mean, it's painful. It's a painful ending. But still, there's an energy where there's resistance there on your part. Letting it go, releasing the pain. It's sort of like the pain is what is difficult to release from whatever this is. You are dealing with an outside energy, or soon will. And this outside energy, they're not looking good either. I see that they're coming in with a tower moment, a shocking revelation. And I feel that this is something that you did not expect to find out. But it's very interesting because I'm already getting that there is something here that you either are finding out about, are trying to get more information on. It's like you want clarity, you wanted clarity, and then bam. You figure it out. You find out the clarity, right? And it's painful. It doesn't feel good. Now, we're going to see how this is playing a role, because this is very important. This leads to an ending. For some of you guys, it's already happening. For others, well, it's the potential, right? It could happen. In the recent past, I see that, yeah, you were trying to get more information about something or someone. It's like you were investigating, and you out of all signs, you are a master at doing research. I mean, you are the master investigator, is what I like to call you. Right? But I'm sensing that this was some kind of a preliminary kind of information that you kind of got your hands on a little bit too soon, because it's created a collapse, a breakup, right? For some of you guys, this already happened. For others, it's about to happen. But in the recent past, yeah, you weren't really trusting something or someone. You had one foot in and one foot out of the situation, just in case something kind of shifty was going on. You weren't fully in. You were perhaps even spying, doing the research, figuring out the missing puzzle pieces, that kind of thing. Just kind of not really sure, trying to get clarity. This outside energy, they're coming through as not really paying attention to you, right? It's kind of like distracted. And I can see how that would fire you up as far as like, what's going on here, right? Because they seem kind of distracted in the recent past. It's sort of like you were kind of there, maybe not fully there, is what I'm sensing, but you kind of got a sense of this person feels like they've got something else going on, right? Whether their attention was on something else, whether they were ignoring you, there was mixed signals there, inconsistency, that kind of vibe. But I'm sensing here that there was a missed opportunity in the recent past. And part of it had to do with the fact that you were trying to find something out that you really weren't supposed to know at the time. It created a sense of a missed opportunity. We're going to see. Because I'm sensing that you and this person were both not fully in. I feel that this outside energy was more so focused on why things couldn't work out. Like, oh no, it's not going to work because of this, because of that, right? Feeling apathetic, like, oh, this is too good to be true. So they weren't really invested either. But I still see that their emotions were there. Yours were not. You were approaching this with your mind. We're going to clarify. But right here, right now, in your present moment, you're feeling a little lost. Like, what should I do now with all this information, right? What am I going to do now? there's a part of you that feels like, is this fake? Has this been an illusion? Have I been played with? But then again, on the other side, you are the one who is creating this illusion, right? Castles in the sky. But there's also a part of you that can potentially be looking for other options. There's a lot of options around you, and it may be too many things going on at once that you don't even know which one is right, which one is wrong. If this is some kind of research that you're kind of digging into about a person, about a situation, you're trying to figure it out. Still, it's interesting because it's like you still feel like it was not the actual answer. Like in the moment, you're like, yep, I've got the information that I need, right? But right now, it's like, now that you feel like you've gotten the information, it's still not giving you the clarity that you thought it would. Again, for others of you, you could be looking for other options. This could be in love, in career, but there's a lot in front of you. There's a lot like on offer. And for most of you, it's a lot of information. I see that this outside energy that you are dealing with right here, right now, or soon to deal with, they're not looking too good. They're looking like they're tired, they're exhausted, they've been carrying the burden of something, and it hasn't been easy for them, right? I feel like this person keeps going, keeps trying, keeps efforting in some way, somehow, but they refuse to drop some kind of a burden. We're going to see how this burden is playing a role, because it's almost as if you have a similar burden on your side, but it's not something that you're carrying. It's something here that you are imagining. It's like more of your emotions messing with your mind in a sense, right? Whereas this outside energy, they're dealing with an actual burden, like a physical burden. It's like it's affected them in a physical kind of way, but it's also affected you in an emotional, mental kind of way, like anguish, right? What I'm getting here is just looking at this tower moment, right? The death. I mean, these are very intense major arcanas. These bring major turning points in your life. Something here was not supposed to happen in the way that it did. And it's almost as if you found out about a situation in the recent past in a way that you weren't supposed to. It's like the timing was off. It's like, okay, the answer was supposed to come to you. Like you were supposed to live through the answer, live through that information, but instead there was some energy there of control, you wanting to control the outcome, and you took it upon yourself to kind of want to speed up the timeline in a sense. You wanted to speed up the timeline. And in the moment you felt secure. You're like, yep, yeah, I knew it. Because it was kind of like you were finding out things that you were looking for. You're like, I'm looking for this, found it. I'm looking for that, found it. I'm looking for, right? You were kind of like finding it. But what's interesting is that there's something here, the tower, this has become more painful than it had to be, because this rupture was not supposed to happen in the way that it did. This could have been a breakup. This could have been a loss of a job. This could have been, some other kind of rupture, some tension. Let's see. Because it's sort of like, it has to do with this outside energy, something here that affected them as well, right? And I'm not saying that it's your fault, because we still have to see how this is all playing a role. In the near future, let's go into this before we clarify. You're not looking too good. Okay, again, I feel like this has to do with you wanting to figure something out about something or someone a little bit too soon. Like you didn't allow this person to open up to you, or you didn't allow the process to unfold in a natural way, because you're such a master researcher that you were like, I already know where this is headed, right? A, B, C, D. Oh, that's it. Got it. Right? That's the exit. That is the answer. That's the truth. Something like that, because in the near future, it looks like this hasn't been easy for you. It's sort of like, the way that I see this, right now you're looking very guarded, right? It's like you've put up a wall. You don't even know what to believe, who to believe. And this has to do with this major turning point moment where you change the design of the situation, right? Something that should have unfolded more in a gentle kind of way in its own time, it just kind of blew up, It just kind of blew up. And in the moment, you didn't see it that way. You kind of saw it as like, yeah, well, it's a blow up because I figured it out. But I feel you're not really catching on to is the fact that you weren't supposed to find out yet, is what I'm getting right now. Let's see. I'm trying to connect this because there's something deeper within this. This outside energy not in the recent past, in the near future. But because I said recent past, we're going to go back there. There's something there. In the near future, they're coming through, bringing in drama, right? Conflict, drama. And it's almost as if what you were trying to avoid is now in your face. And you're trying to build up this wall to protect yourself. And the way that I'm seeing this is that you're still trying to figure something out. It's like, I feel like there's this energy, a little bit of you trying to force something, trying to control something before it's ready, figuring something out. Let's see. Let's start clarifying, because this is something here that is definitely shifting the way that this was supposed to happen. That's why it's like it's not supposed to be this painful. And it's almost as if you're being given another chance, right? Starting from zero. Will you allow the process to unfold now more naturally, or will you still try to force the outcome, figure it out in a sense? Because right now, exactly what I said, you lost patience. That is part of the root of the issue, the fact that you weren't patient enough, right? This was supposed to unfold in a more just natural kind of way, but you lost patience because of your, emotions. Like your emotions got the better hold of you. You wanted to find out, you wanted to figure it out, and You did, but that's not the way that it was supposed to happen, because I feel like this kind of took you backwards into a loop, right? That is causing some kind of pain, some kind of an ending. And for a lot of you, it's kind of like you were already supposed to have the money, right? You were already supposed to have the connection, the relationship, the way that you want it. You were already supposed to have, your freedom. But instead, it's like you trapped yourself in a timeline because of some kind of control issue, impatience situation, Yeah. With this showing up, for some of you, this could have been a third-party situation, not for everybody. It's like you were so like, oh my God, what if this person is, cheating? What if this person is, has somebody, or, that kind of thing. And whether you found out that it was true or not, it disrupted the entire timeline. If this is anything other than love, it could have been, the fact that you didn't really trust a person in your life. But what I'm getting is that you were supposed to learn something through the experience. That, you learned it, but through the mind, not through the experience of the embodiment of it, right? There's a difference here. There's a difference when they give you a textbook to read, right? Here are the instructions on how to build a truck, just as an example. A little toy truck. And you read the entire textbook. Okay, great. But then on the other side, you weren't supposed to just read it, right? You were supposed to actually hands-on. Like, okay, we're just going to give you some guidance, step 1, 2, 3, and here are all the pieces. Put them together, right? You were supposed to actually do it, be it, become it, in a sense. Let's see how this outside energy is playing a role. Tell me more about this outside energy. What's that all about? Because they're coming in with a tower. Something unexpected. A disruption that was not supposed to happen. Yeah. You and this person are kindred souls, kindred spirits, and there's a connection here between this reading and because this keeps showing up. This one showed up in your last mid-monthly reading. If you want to look at it, the link is down in the description box below. But it's showing up again. This is some kind of a real deep connection from a past lifetime. And you guys have some unresolved situation, karmic contract, soul contract, that together you were supposed to figure it out. But you took it upon yourself to figure it out for yourself, because it's almost as if you wanted to protect yourself, right? Now, I'm seeing that this outside energy, they're coming through as showing you signs of instability. So I'm not blaming you. I see why you were like, I don't know. I need to figure this out, right? Because they were coming across as inconsistent in some way. For some of you, this has to do with money, right? Some kind of energy there where money was playing an issue, a role in the situation. For others, this can potentially be uncommittal behavior, right? It's like they weren't really fully committed to you. They were acting in ways that to you raised red flags. And instead of ignoring those red flags, you were like, okay, I see the red flags. I'm going to do the research on every single one, right? That kind of vibe. But what I'm getting here is that the disruption that's showing up, because it's showing up on their side, right? This disruption here, it wasn't scheduled. It was not scheduled. It was your discovery that triggered it, right? And again, I'm not blaming you because you got triggered, and you triggered it because you felt like something was off. They were inconsistent. They weren't really fully there. There could have been some money situations there, but I see that this definitely has to do with a real soulmate union, soulmate connection, a kindred soul, a kindred spirit from a past lifetime. That in this lifetime you are reconnecting in order for you guys to resolve the karma between you that did not allow you two to really kind of create something in the past. And right now, the universe is coming in and giving you another door. You get to choose, right? Whether this is a brand new person that you want to do this with, because you can choose a brand new energy. You don't have to finish off the contract, right, with that specific person. You can decide to take the test again, in a sense, right? And instead of bringing the textbook to the exam, you leave the textbook at home like it's supposed to be done, and you just go in with whatever it is that you learned, and you go through the process. It's a new beginning, though. You get to decide how this is going to play a role in your next timeline. Because what I'm getting here is that this person, this outside energy, we're still clarifying their side. They actually wanted success with you. They really wanted something to happen between you. They wanted this, right? They wanted to achieve something with you, whether that's commitment, a business, whatever that is. And I'm sensing that for some of you, because this is coming through now, it's almost as if there was another person in the picture who was holding the actual key, and you thought that this person was the one holding the key, but they weren't holding the key. That's why this disruption is happening right now, right? And that's why now you're guarded. They're like, also struggling there. There's some kind of drama about to happen in the near future. That's the potential. They're struggling, and you're kind of thinking like, wait, was this fake? Was this real? Was this an illusion? What's confusing you now is, again, the fact that things happened way too soon, and it messed up the whole design, the whole design of the situation, because it's almost as if you two had differences for a reason. You two came into the situation very different, right? In this image, there's one person who is a little bit taller, a little bit older than the other, right? There could be age differences, cultural differences, religion, whatever. I'm sure you guys are not religious, but maybe you are. Some kind of differences, right? But those differences that you saw as red flags, were the differences that actually were supposed to make this bond stronger. And if you're still in this, these are the differences that are supposed to make this bond stronger, right? But you're looking at it as a red flag, like, no, they're too different than me. This is kind of shady. There's something off with the picture. Let's see. Yeah. I was saying, there's another person in the picture. See, there's 3 people here. And I'm sensing that you weren't sure who held the key. You know, this one or this one. And the one who held the key was like the one that you never even thought. And I'm sensing that that person was just kind of like someone random. Whether a friend, you know, a family member, someone who you didn't really pay attention to. It doesn't have to be like romantic or anything. It's someone here who was supposed to be like the catalyst, part of the catalyst for this situation to come together. Like where you could potentially grow in your own way, and this person can potentially grow in their own way and heal whatever it is that disconnected you two in the past lifetime. Whoa, this is very intense. Okay, let's see. We're going to clarify one more because this is very complex. We're going to go into the extended after this. Let me clarify this one. Again, oh my God. Okay, so for sure there is a third person, a person here. But when I say third person, this is not coming across as like a lover necessarily. I mean, it could be for some of you guys, but what I'm getting more so is maybe you worked with this person or you were supposed to work with this person. There's money there, right? There's like a person here who perhaps provided the sense of stability, you know? In a sense, it could be, of course, it could be a family member, a friend, but someone here who was supposed to help you. They were supposed to help you rise and get the real key, right? The real solution. I'm sensing here that yes, you did enter like the wrong door, but what's good is that the universe is coming in and bringing you another door. Like, okay, let's see if you get it right this time. Let's see if you don't have to control the outcome this time. Like, stop trying to outsmart the situation and live through it. Are you courageous enough, right? Are you, where is the courage? We just saw it, right? The one with the lion. The strength card right here. Do you have the courage? Do you have the courage to go through this without you having to control the outcome? This is like this new door, right? Yeah, okay. We're going to go into the extended because look what's at the bottom of the deck. This person was supposed to help you get the real key, bring in the abundance, you know, help you connect in a deeper way with this person, get something that you want, kind of help you elevate in a sense, but it's almost as if you disregarded them. There was something about them that you felt like, oh no, you know, like you felt like it was almost like they were invisible to you, right? But they were supposed to help you. And look what it leads to. And I feel like this is like a second chance for you. Remember this, from a missed opportunity in the recent past. It leads to marriage, it leads to a rite of passage, it leads to celebration. Because remember, a rite of passage is you actually going through all the stages that you were supposed to go through, and then you go through the rite of passage. You actually pass that test, right? You pass into the next chapter, the next timeline, the way that it's supposed to go, right? It's like, you know, celebrating Sweet 16 in a sense, right? She went through all those stages, and now, you know, Sweet 16 is celebrated as, oh, she's a woman now, right? Now she goes into the next stage of her life, or marriage, right? Because this one here is marriage. This can, for some of you guys, if this is love, this can lead to marriage. For others of you, this leads to some kind of a major, huge life event that you can only celebrate if you go through it, right? If you experience it, if you become it, if you embody it. Not if you just kind of like do research on it and learn about it and, okay, now I know about it. No, that's not the way that it goes. So you're being given a second chance. For some of you guys, it's love. For others of you, of course, it's money related. If you want the abundance to come in, and growth will happen. But this has to do with some kind of a past soulmate type of connection. Soulmate connections can be anybody. It could be love, of course, family members, friends, whatever else. But let's go into the extended. Before we do that, let's go into one of these. Let's get one of these. Very intense reading. Wow. Okay. Let me know in the comments below if this is making any sense to you. Okay. You guys, I cannot make this stuff up. Oh my gosh. I'm getting chills right now. I just can't make this stuff up. Spirit is literally here bringing you a direct message. What did I say? I said, I feel that this is a past life connection that's coming into your life. For some of you guys, this is a person from the past, right? And the disconnect, the ending, the collapse wasn't supposed to happen. And it's kind of coming back around, whether in the shape of a new person, that's for some of you guys. And for others, it's an actual person from the past, right? That you've dealt with. Maybe you're still dealing with this person, but maybe you guys are not on talking terms, that kind of deal. But I said it's a missed opportunity, right? Something here that was supposed to happen, but because there was a lack of patience, a desire for control, it didn't happen. And look what you have here. Reunion. Can't make this stuff up. Reunion. The force of love, the force of reunion is unstoppable. Together we are one. I know it's reversed, but there you have it. Reunion. Masculine and feminine energy. You're supposed to be with somebody. Create something with someone. Again, this could be a business partner, love situation, family member, friend, whatever this is, but it's something here that falling apart. For some of you guys, it's happening right now. It's like falling apart, but it wasn't supposed to. New door, new opportunity. Let's see how this plays itself out. Can't wait. We're going to go into the extended, and in the extended, we're going to obviously dive deeper into this entire situation. We're going to go into this other person's energy, their subconscious thoughts about you, their deeper feelings, emotions for you, their next moves, actions towards you, how the situation is all going to turn out and unfold for you, what's going to be the final result, and we will end the reading with any messages from spirits. If you want to check that out, the link to the extended is down in the description box below, and you can also find it in the first comment that I've pinned down below as well. If you would like to book a personal reading, I've opened up my calendar, and you can also book a personal reading. The link is right down in the same place below the extended link. Also, stay tuned because I do have an amazing offer for you guys from Psychic Source. You guys, it's truly an amazing offer. I'm not just saying that. Some of you guys have asked me which psychics do I recommend. I do recommend a few. One of them, her name is Pixie. She is amazing. Another one, her name is Zamara. You can see it on the screen here, their names. So again, if you want to check that out, stay tuned. That is up next. I'll tell you all about this offer. But for now, I'll see you in the extended. And I just want to take a moment to thank today's sponsor, Psychic Source. You guys, seriously, they've been around over 35 years, and they're one of the most trusted psychic services out there. Now, obviously, you guys all know that I do readings myself for all of you, but sometimes, honestly, it just really helps to get a different perspective from someone outside of my own energy when it comes to my personal things. And so I was really curious to know what they would tell me, and so I called them. I called one of their advisors just to get the clarity that I needed. And yeah, I was surprised to know that they gave me the confirmation and the clarity that I already kind of knew within me. What I love about their offer is that you can literally connect with as many advisors as you want during that time frame. You can either call them, message them, and read through all of the reviews to see which one you feel more comfortable with. Right now, they have an amazing offer for you, all of my loyal viewers. You get 40 minutes for only $19.80. That's literally like less than $20, you guys. Just click the link that's down in the description box below. I've also linked it in the first comment that you'll see down below as well. Or you can visit the direct website, trypsychicsource.com/Gina Moon. Make sure that you spell my name correctly because that will be your code, Gina Moon. That's Gina with an E. Here's how to use your special offer code. Click on the direct link that's down in the description box below or visit www.trypsychicsource.com/Gina Moon. Once you're on the Psychic Source website, click on Get a Reading. Then it'll take you to the offer page. The check mark should already be on the first offer, which is $19.80 for 30 minutes plus 10 free. That's your special offer. Then make sure it says in green letters below, promo code Gina Moon applied, no spaces. That should already be automatically applied for you. If it's not, you can go ahead and apply it. Then enter your email address, password, date of birth, answer the questions and check mark below if you'd like, then click on the red button, Proceed to Payment. Once you have an account, you can select to get a reading with any available advisor of your choice via phone, chat, video, and you can schedule your appointment for later as well. You can ask specific questions or things like, what are the key lessons I'm meant to learn in this lifetime? What areas of my life should I focus on at this moment for personal growth? What can you tell me about my current relationships, money, love, career, family? You can ask anything you want and get the answers revealed to you instantly. All right, that's it. Enjoy your special Psychic Source offer. Respect is non-negotiable. Red flags, those are warnings. You're not supposed to climb them. Who in the world told you that unconditional love means unconditional tolerance? To watch the full video, visit my new YouTube channel, Nova Sky Society. Link in description and pinned comment below. In the extended reading, I go into the other person's subconsciousness, their deeper thoughts about you, their deeper feelings for you, their next actions, moves, and more. And thank you all so much for all of your positive feedback for the extended reading. I am so glad that you guys are loving the extended reading so much. So again, if you want to check out the link to the extended, the link is down in the description box below. And remember to share this video with somebody who needs it, especially if you feel like it could help them. Watch your moon and Venus signs for love and emotions, your sun and rising ascendant sign for personal growth and alignment, also for career matters, and your Jupiter and Mars for action, purpose, and expansion. And to catch up on all of your readings for your zodiac sign, click on the left side to watch your zodiac playlist. Click on the video on the right side to watch your next reading. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.